Okay, we ready?
Well, good morning. I hope you're doing well, and happy Thanksgiving to everyone in the United States. Of course, it is not Thanksgiving here in LOTRO, and Miss Medrielle needs to go find the lawn of Parth Galen in the east wall. So we're going to take a little stroll around, try to find what we're looking for, kill a few orcs in the process. And apparently there is a settlement here. I'm assuming where that Rohirrim came from. So let's see if we can find out what's going on here, shall we? Perhaps there will be quests going the direction we're going in. Oh, maybe this isn't. This looks more like it might be an orc settlement. It is. Okay. I feel like we're going to probably end up here at some point. And I guess I should have known it wasn't Rohirrim because I don't think the Rohirrim are putting the heads of their allies on pikes. Which way are we heading? I have no clue. It's been a long, long time since I've been here. Ooh, Riddermark's Karn. I definitely want that. A swart hound, which are not very nice animals at all. They look like they're half rotted or covered in mange. Orc searcher, huh? Well, we know what they search for. And somewhere around here is where the company stopped. Oh dear. That deer totally did not pay attention to me. Like, more Riddermark. Like watching the orcs fall over. So we'll get a closer look at this swart hound here. Like I said, it looks like it's half covered in mange or rotting, one or the other. Kind of gruesome. Well, the orcs aside, this is actually a very beautiful area. That water. Look at the mountains. A lot of archers. I bet you they would be lethal archers. With that arm strength, they could pull a pretty strong bow. Oh, hello. I'm gonna say, I'm like standing literally right in front of him. And instead of pulling out a melee weapon, he's gonna continue to try to shoot me with his bow. Okay. It doesn't make a lot of sense. And I believe we have found Parth Galen. A discarded pack in the grass catches your eye. Where? Discarded pack. I don't know, but we found a stable here. Oh, no. We don't want to do that. Okay.
My name is Rodwin, and I am a champion of Gondor and an adventurer for hire.
Well, Medrielle, my name is Rodwin, and I am a champion of Gondor and an adventurer for hire. I've come north from Gondor with my friends in search of glory and coin, not necessarily in that sequence. But now we have run into some trouble. We lost Kulin not long after leaving Kaer and Dross. He was a minstrel and did not understand the need for silence at a crucial moment. Our guardian, as staunch a dwarf as I've ever known, has been captured by orcs, and Esterin seems to have just wandered off. He's a lore master, so I suppose we should have expected it. He gets interested in the strangest of things and tends to follow that interest wherever it leads him, which is usually away. We could use your help if you offer it. Introduce yourself to Hestel over there, before she goes even more gray with worry. Come speak to me again afterward, and I will answer any of your questions. Mercenaries.
Yes? Are you here to help us?
Hestel listens as you offer her your aid, and then she nods curtly. Well, we'll see how much help you could be, Medrielle. We ran into trouble not long after we left Kaer and Dross, but that was only the start. These lands were supposed to be deserted, but now they are anything but empty. Orcs have poured across the river in great numbers, and we find further passage north to be much more difficult than we planned, and now our guardian has gotten himself captured.
I need everyone to be ready before we can rescue our captive guardian.
Draftley Broadshield has been a loyal companion and true through many dangerous days, the very best guardian I've ever known. He has saved the lives of every member of this band many times. Well, except for Ramdir, but he just joined us recently, and perhaps Medrielle, who is able to fade into the background whenever danger threatens, and Rodwin generally can take care of herself, but he has saved some of us from time to time. Anyway, we cannot leave Draftley to the torment of the orcs that have imprisoned him. We need to organize a rescue, but first I need everyone to be ready for such a dangerous task. Help Kufaron ready a new path for us to take. Convince Ramdir that we are safe for now. Find Esteron and get his mind back where it belongs, and what am I forgetting? Our burglar, find Medrielle and help her come up with a plan to save Draftley. That is a lot to accomplish, but we will be in your debt. So, we're gonna have to help these people out.
Well met, friend. My name is Ramdir, and I am a warden of Minas Ithil.
We seek to keep alive the memory of the Tower of the Moon and the virtues it represents. There are few of us left in these dark days, but that makes our charge all the more important. I have traveled with this band of adventurers ever since I met them at Kara and Dross to the south. Our goals are not precisely aligned, but I could not make the journey north on my own, and they professed a need for another protector on the road. I did not know how badly they needed it. They have not done the first thing for ensuring their safety at this camp. It is common cause enough for now. Do you see the great rock out there in the water? It is called Tol Brandir by the elves, but the men of my kind, it is Tind Rock. It is said to be unclimbable, but I worry that an orc archer could do some hurt if he managed to make it a perch. Swim out to the Tind Rock and circle at once, looking for any sign of orc presence. It would make me feel more secure, friend. Alright. And this is Kufaron.
My name is Kufaron, and I am a hunter of great skill. Ask anyone.
I will not regale you with tales of my many accomplishments, but if you're not careful, I fear my companions might. Isseron was always very impressed with my stories of the lands to the distant east. Great beasts and dangerous birds can be found there, and I have hunted them all. Rodwin might speak of my prowess in the Southlands. You know those mighty four-legged monstrosities? The great Mumakil. Kufaron quickly shakes his head as you ask if he hunted one of those. Nay, not as such. But I saw one. In the distance, but still, you have not seen one, have you? The hunter regains his composure. There are a lot of vile dogs around the Eastwall, and I do not think they are creatures of nature. The Rohirrim call them squirt hounds, and they seem to me to be quite evil. You should hunt them, as I plan to do. I think they could cause trouble for us if they get too near our camp. Yeah, I have pointed out the squirt hounds, and it's like, yeah, those are some nasty-looking creatures. Alright, so what rock are we looking for? Do we want to go this way? Well, I bet you this water is a little chilly. I'm getting cold just thinking about it. Love how the mini-map is just all black because we're in this water. You have swum out to and discover the Tind Rock called Tor Brandil. The waterlogged body of an orc floats here, judging from the state of the corpse and its position lodged up against the steep cliff. The orc sought to climb the Tind Rock, but failed. If he did not hit the cliff during his rapid descent, the impact with the water was enough to finish his attempt. You are confident it also put an end to any other orc designs on climbing the Tendrock. It seems as unclimbable as Ramdir hoped it would be. Seems the orcs have tried and failed. Very good. So, won't have any problems with them. At least not from that direction. The reflections are nice. I love how the reflection follows you back to shore. And I'm wondering if that would be accurate. It might be. Alright.
You say the orcs have not managed to climb the Tindrock.
That is good. It would be a devastating perch from which they could rain arrows upon my companions. These are good people, Medrielle, even if they care more for glory and coin than for the ideals of the Wardens of Minnesithal. However, they are not cautious enough by half. I will stand by them for as long as our paths are the same, but I tell you true, I will fear for their safety once we go our separate ways.
There is a massive orc presence on Amon Hen.
How much do you know of this area, Medrielle? Two hills rise on either side of the river, and between them the torrent descends at Raros. You can hear the falls from quite far away, such as is the power of his voice, as it echoes between the slopes of the hills. The names of these hills are Amon Hen on this side, and Amon Law on the far side. There are great stone seats on the crest of each hill, the seat of seeing on Amon Hen, and the seat of hearing on Amon Law. In days of old, great kings came to sit in these high places, and much was revealed to them. There's a massive orc presence upon Amon Hen, just to the east of here. Climb the hill, defeat as many orcs as you can, and stand at the summit. If you look across the river, you may be able to see if Amon Law is host to a similar orc presence. That will tell me what we may deal. Alright. Well, first, let's find some swart hounds. Too bad the ones we already killed don't count. That would be nice. Even more orcs from Mordor are here. So this army is coming directly from Sauron. Orc. A lot of orcs here. But we need those hounds. Like this. I see another one. Oh, two more. Ah, there's number 6 over there. That was easy enough. You discover a glade full of dead orcs. What happened here?
If you come any closer, I will gut you.
The orc sputters, coughing up blood and grits his teeth together. He tries to reach the blade lying nearby, but it's just out of his reach. You steel your resolve, fighting the instincts of your fellow elves and those who came before. You would slay this orc where he lies, but what does he know? You must be a friend of his, the one who did this. The orc laughs a guttural sound and coughs up more black blood. I'll make you a deal, high elf. Find one of my kind and take a bladder grog from him. Bring it to me, and I will tell you what happened here. Do it, maggot, or leave me to die, and you will never know what happened. The orc scowls, and I will know if it's been lying around next to a corpse. So bring me a fresh one. Collected a bladder of grog. It smells terrible. Alright, but we are going to do that another time, because that is another session play. So we have, if I remember right from the couple of times I've done this, multiple session plays here. At least 3. Maybe as many as 5. I love Fox. For the moment, we will return to let Couperon know that we have dealt with the dogs. Well, at least for the moment. If these are as unnatural as we both seem to think they are, well, we've probably not seen the end of them. And I still have to find this backpack that caught our attention when we got here. I have yet to spot it. And we'll want to remember this for later. Someone intended this boat to remain hidden out of view from the river. Wonder if that's what we were looking for when it said you spotted something. But that is either another session play or another instance.
You have returned to compare notes with a master hunter.
Sounds good to me, Medrielle. I strode about the east wall and defeated... How many sword hounds did you defeat? Kufran listens to your answer, then nods. 6, I see. Well, I defeated 7. It is true that you almost bested me. I know it is not a competition, but it is still nice to know the score. These creatures are not natural, that much seems certain. Their evil's evident. They were drawn here by something, but I know not what. We should not stay here. The sooner my friends and I can be gone from this place, the better. But I will, of course, continue to hunt the deadliest of creatures for as long as we remain in the east wall. And you should strive to match me in this if you can. Okay.
I saw the orcs building a barricade. I will bring you there.
Now that these lands are full of orcs and other dangers, Hestel has asked you to find another route through the east wall. We had planned to keep going north, but that does not seem as safe as it would have been if this land was empty. Instead, it is crawling with orcs, and those unnatural swart hounds are not to be trifled with either. Of course you know that. You fought some of them. There may be another way through this land. There is a canyon to the west that leads into an area of the kingdom of Rohan known as the Sutcross. From a distance, I saw the orcs working to barricade that pass. I will go there with you, taking you by secret paths that I alone as a hunter can find. Then, you will defeat some of the orcs at the barricade. That way, if we remain unable to progress north, at least we will have another option available to us. Hestel is sure to be pleased with this possibility, even if it means going into Rohan. Better the horsemen than more orcs. Now, we're not going to do that right now because taking this quest will automatically travel us to the Sutcross barricade and the east wall, which is not where we want to be. Not right now. So, we have at least 2 session plays, possibly 3 in the immediate vicinity, but of course, we'll do that next time. Once again, happy Thanksgiving to everyone, and until next time, bye for now.